Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas Longhorns and the TCU Horned Frogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. He told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change through the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Horned Frogs ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hand off for Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried.
A lot of room to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Arch Madness. He's got him. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Pressure coming. He gets away. Quarterback gets the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Well, that time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he showed.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorn! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. He turns that loose down the right side. And that ball is caught. One hand grab.
And you see more and more of these guys making one-handed catches. Such great athletes that just go up, don't need the second hand, snap that thing, pull it into their body, and make big plays down the field.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved
this game ain't some bullshit,
there,
bro.
He still gives his team the ball at the 37.
How the hell he throw some shit like that, man?
Horn sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Running to Green. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. Still get a pass break up, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long.
Here's a little room there. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his 2nd rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you've got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. The windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Longhorn. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll return it. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Looking to throw, it's Craig. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Makes the grab. It's Townsend. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
To throw, Manning. Caught close to the marker. It's Lockett. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Right? He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Manning. Hauls it in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. A long way to go for this offense. The run inside. It's Payne. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We were at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Craig. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Arts to throw. Rushes on him. Grabs it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Manning to throw. A little screen to the running back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen. But did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
Man, I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down the field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hart's going to spin it again. Oh, they're after him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a non-profit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 19 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do them.
And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Craig. It's complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The kick is on its way. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Grab near the marker. It's Wingo. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll give it to Brown. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Arch is going to throw for it. He wants it all. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
To throw, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He throws one to the left. Goes high to pull it in. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it first and 10 now inside the 50. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Arch Madness. Stepping to the right. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Got his man downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Manning to the air again. He'll take a shot. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on second down.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away.
Gonna take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Off and running. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Running inside, it's Payne. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll run it again. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for room. It's Payne. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should... Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down here for the offense. They'll move the tight end. Throwing Manning. The short hands, it's Townsend. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's the pressure. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Manning. Pressure coming. Breaks loose. Made a defender miss. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run play action. Bringing the heat. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looking to throw again. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
A give to Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. One more time. It's Brown. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
4th down, Manning. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
To advance on the football.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Bulldogs offense takes the field ready to get going. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Runs for the tackle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy. results of the play. And here comes the offense on second down. Keep it on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy,
Yo, bro, I've been knocked the fuck out, bro.
And answered that challenge.
Looking for space. It's Payne. Got enough for the first. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight.
Yo, this shit crazy.
It's pretty much over. There are multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory.